It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I saw that my man Ren was on CNN and he addressed it. Now, I don't know exactly what this is going to entail yet, but I've heard from some people that it made it seem like they kind of did him wrong a little bit. Now, I don't know for sure, so we're going to dive in and react and talk about this, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think down below. And I have my own story where I feel like I was kind of portrayed in an odd light in something recently that went up on Hulu, for those that don't know, but we'll talk about it as we get through this, because I'm here to see what Ren has to say about this first. So let's dive in.
So a fucking incredible thing happened. CNN used my video to show that TikTok is poisoning the minds of children all over the world.
You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me.
We have a sort of like veiled reference to suicide in here.
But before I get into that, there's just some amazing things about this video that I wanted to share with you.
CNN created this TikTok profile with the help of a 14-year-old and their parents before taking control of it.
Why? Why did he need the help of a 14-year-old and their parent to set up a TikTok account? I mean, you could just set up a TikTok account, CNN, and then put your age as 14. It would have been a fucking lot easier.
The Indiana AG alleges that teenagers can type partial search terms and the app will autocomplete with suggestions.
Yeah, like any good search engine that has ever been invented, ever. Like, I don't know why they're saying this with sinister conspiracy undertones.
It seems to be sort of giving you a guide for how to develop an eating disorder, how to restrict your eating.
That's just pictures of food.
A lot of parents are sitting there going, hold on a sec, I thought TikTok was about dance crazes.
First of all, they're not thinking that. Second of all, wait for the head turn.
Parents are sitting there going, hold on a sec, hold on a sec.
You have another depression-related video. Again, in the comments you have, I can relate to this and I'm only in middle school. I can relate to this and I'm in high school. Okay.
Wait, hold up.
Relate to this and I'm only in middle school. I can relate.
It says Sky Daddy. Does anybody know who? Yo, Sky Daddy is a. I want to say she makes music. That's actually extremely dope. So they've used something of hers as well on there. I did not realize that. That's really, really interesting. For those that don't know, you should check her out because she's extremely fire. Her voice, absolutely incredible.
Relate to this, and I'm in high school. Okay, we've got hashtag don't.
Explaining my depression to my mother, a conversation.
CNN flagged more than a dozen videos we came across during our experiment to TikTok. It removed 3 of them for violating its community guidelines.
If you watch that whole CNN video, the sentiment is teenagers who are getting themselves TikTok accounts are then exposed to people talking about things like eating disorders, mental health problems and things like that. The ironic thing is it looked to me like all the videos that they chose were actually resources for people trying to support people who are having thoughts or eating disorders or mental health problems. And CNN have taken all of those and gone, TikTok is making our kids want to kill themselves. It's like all the videos have used of people who want to help that. So it's, yeah, I understand, right, that by being exposed to a lot of that sort of stuff, maybe somebody can start romanticizing it, okay? I do understand that. But I feel like CNN are just criticizing it to criticize it. They're offering no real solutions to that. And they're not acknowledging the benefits of young people being able to share and express themselves and talk to each other and relate to each other when they might feel scared to do that in like a school environment or a public setting. But
I completely agree with him. This is what a lot of big places do, is they'll take little clips of things or stuff like that, even though the whole context of it is completely in another direction, and then they'll just paint it in a certain light. And it sounds like they just wanted to do a video talking about how certain things in TikTok are bad, and because they could not find a whole ton of it, they just started to grab whatever little pieces of things can fit their agenda, so to speak. And this actually happened with me on Hulu. On Hulu, for those of you guys that know or don't know, Rap Caviar put out a 6-episode series or something like that. And I come to find out that a clip of my channel is on the Coil Ray episode. And I'm like, why am I in the Coil Ray episode? Well, I've done like 1 reaction to her maybe, or 2, because I did the XXL freestyle that she was in. And I didn't even remember doing it. So I'm watching it to try to get an idea of why I'm in it. The whole video is about people hating on her body type, the way she looks, because in hip hop, you're supposed to be thick and voluptuous or whatever the case was. And they used 1 clip of mine where in the XXL freestyle, she turns around and starts to twerk. And I made a comment about like, she forgot her verse maybe, and she just wanted to show her ass or something like that. And that's all that they did. But if you watch the entirety of my reaction, I actually say to my, like, that's not, it's just so crazy to me that they use that. It's cool that I'm on Hulu, I guess. But I said afterwards that, you know, I really liked her acapella verse. and it just seemed like she forgot or she wasn't very confident in her verse, and I'm curious if that's why she did it. Like, I elaborated on it later on, but every time I've done a XXL freestyle reaction, I joke about it. I make little jokes, this, that, and the third, and of course they take a clip of that and add it to this video hating on her body type, making it seem like I'm right there with everybody else saying that, when that's not how I feel at all. That really upset me. And they even had No Life Shaq on there, for those of you guys that know who that is, right after my clip, just laughing. Didn't even have him talking, just laughing as if he was laughing in response to mine and what she was doing. It was really wild to me that they would do that, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, listen, Rap Caviar's got one of the biggest rap playlists on Spotify. The least they could do is put me on the playlist for doing me dirty. But, you know, I guess it is what it is. It was cool to have a whole bunch of people hit me up and be like, yo, you're on Hulu, you're on Hulu. And I watched it, and I'm just like, yeah, but now Coyle Ray, she probably watched it herself because she's a part of the episode. Obviously, she wanted to see how it came out. And she's probably thinking, yo, F this guy, F that guy. And in reality, I love Coyle Ray. Like, I have nothing against Coyle Ray. I think she's beautiful, gorgeous. I don't have any issue with her body at all. But to put me amongst that video makes me seem that way. And so it's just wild because anybody that watches it that doesn't know who I am is going to feel that way. And it kind of upsets me that they would do that, but it is what it is. Anyways, my bad. I didn't mean to make this about me, but it's just an understanding of where they take clips of what you do and they paint it in a certain light, and it's just not fair.
CNN don't seem to be offering any solutions other than total censorship. You know, like, if we just sweep that under the rug, we don't have to think about it, so it doesn't exist. Of course it still exists. You just haven't given people the resource to be able to share about it. And look, you're trying to bubble wrap all the people who have never experienced trauma to the detriment of the people who have. And my song in
Facts.
that bit of great reporting was also taken out of context. It's a song about accepting your inner critical thought so that you can live a more peaceful and happy life. My thing is, if you're going to criticize something, at least follow it up with something with a little bit of substance or a solution, rather than just moaning about it. And also consider the fact that if these topics are trending and being fed to people within search algorithms, it might not be causative, it might be reactionary, because we're living in an epidemic of insecurity that's caused not just by the fact that we're constantly...
My man's dropping bars in his talking video. Hold up. Ren is he's completely accurate though, and I like that he's taking it in stride. And he's like, listen, if you want to criticize it, that's fine, but at least add something of substance to the end. Like, don't just leave it at that and sweep it under the rug, and you have nothing more to say about it. You have no solution, no attempt at a solution, nothing like that. And I don't like that they took his video and just played that little part and to fit their narrative, when in reality, when you listen to the whole song, it's a therapeutic song, in my opinion, and it's something that a lot of people obviously can and have related to. So it's just crazy to me to take that and try to spin it with this narrative. It just doesn't make any sense.
Peaceful and happy life. My thing is, if you're going to criticize something, at least follow it up with something with a little bit of substance or a solution, rather than just moaning about it. And also consider the fact that if these topics are trending and being fed to people within search algorithms, it might not be causative, it might be reactionary, because we're living in an epidemic of insecurity that's caused not just by the fact that we're constantly under a microscope 24/7 in social media, but also things like over-sensationalization in the news, channels like CNN. And really, we all need to take responsibility to lift each other up, because that's the way that we're going to heal. Thank you.
I totally agree with that. We got to take time to lift each other up. That's how we're going to, like, Ren is that guy. And this is why I love him as an artist and obviously as a person as well, because this is the kind of stuff that you need from an artist that's going to get attention like he is. He's not just taking that attention and, oh, I'm making money, I'm doing this. No, he's continuing to try to push a positive narrative, to try to put people in, you know what I'm saying? Like, just help people, so to speak. I can't get my words out today. I don't know what it is with me today, but I cannot get my words out. You guys will probably see another video, Ren, ready for you. I think I did a reaction to. I stumbled over my words in that as well. I don't know what's going on with me right now. But yeah, this is one of those things where I can appreciate that Ren is being very understanding. And he's not being super critical of them. I mean, he is, but he's doing it in a very positive way. If I was him, I'd be a little bit more upset. I'm not going to lie to you. But this is why he's an amazing human being, because he can see it for what it is and he understands. And he's just like, listen, if you guys want to do, that's fine. That's fine. But let's try to lift each other up as well. Let's try to put a kind of solution forward. Let's add something to the conversation instead of just trying to be critical on these certain things that you honestly took out of context and clearly don't even understand to a full extent. So I'm totally with him on that. And curious to see what you guys think in the comments and how you guys felt about the fact that they covered him in this way. But we're going to keep the Ren reactions coming, and maybe we'll do some more talking pieces on this channel as well, just about certain things like this, because I feel like it needs to be discussed. But yeah, I just wanted to watch this and check it out. So I'll catch you next video, homie.